engineer. So yeah, putting out a joint album with Party Next Door is another way of testing the waters and just to say, hey, I'm putting out music and I got to see what sticks. And also, I am obligated to put out music. I'm obligated to put out music. And let me tell you why he's obligated to put out music. He can't take a break in music. Drake cannot not take a break in music. Now, I was one of those people after the battle happened, and I've been saying this. Drake needs to go on an island somewhere, Turks and Caicos, cut everybody off, chill, get some incense burning, and get on his mojo. Because right now, I can't tell if he is a 25-year-old rapping in a 37-year-old body, or I can't tell if he's a TikToker, whatever the case may be. Drake needs to take a break. I feel that way musically, artistically. I think that man needs to take a break. However, he's not going to, ladies and gentlemen. And I came to this realization especially after yesterday when he dropped this. I thought about it. I said, you know what? Remember that deal he signed a couple of years ago that was worth $350 million with Universal? That's the reason. That's the reason he can't stop. I mean, he has to continue to make music. He can't stop making music. He can't take a break. When they paid him all that money, right? That was in the contract. He has to fulfill those obligations. See, if I'm paying somebody $350 million in this streaming era, I got to make sure I get my money back and more. That's the whole point of it. I'm going to go ahead and pay you $350 million. But I need to be able to have I don't know if they got his masters or whatever the case may be, but you're going to have to fulfill those contractual obligations. So he has to continue to pump out music. Imagine if Drake took a break right now. I think, this is just from my observation, I think Universal be like, Negro, what are you doing? No, we need another number one album. Even if it's not a solo album, he needs to put out singles. Drake needs to put out collab albums. He got to do all of this to keep his name up there, to stay number one, because he is a mega selling artist. Now his sales have dwindled, or I ain't gonna say dwindled. That's a strong word. My bad. They've decreased recently. Certified Lover Boy sold like 200,000 more the first week than For All the Dogs, right? And I feel like if he dropped another project this year, it might be lower than the last time. So the thing is, he has to keep pumping out this music, because he got a deal worth $350 million. You think that somebody that got paid that much can just sit around and not making the music? Oh, no. Whether it's working with other artists or whatever the case may be, he has to fulfill those contractual obligations. He has to. What up, Kennedy? You say, hey, Red, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all do me a favor. If you got any change to give your boy, any dollars you want to throw, support the show, hit that super chat for me. It could be $1, $5, it don't matter. If you love me, make sure you hit that super chat. You said that's the easy narrative to go with, though. Anything he does in there, he wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for it. Yeah, I mean, you're right, but it's a narrative nonetheless. Nonetheless, you said, I assume there would be more due to Kendrick staring up the diss songs in the Gemini season. I assume that Drake will come back with more. Scorpion, Jay Prince not getting involved, make all this look superficial, but now makes me, yeah, exactly. That's why independent is a better choice. I feel it. Yeah. Drake had a point in when he was starting his career. You remember he was a franchise and people were just like, is he going to stay independent, or is he going to sign with Cash Money or sign with Universal, whatever? And he chose to sign with Cash Money. He could have been groundbreaking and been independent, but in retrospect, he wouldn't be able to be as big as who he is now. But oh yeah, I'm quite sure that's a 360 deal he got too. Come on, man. We're in a streaming society right now. Do you think a record label will pay anybody $350 million without them being able to continue to put out music, especially if people don't buy physical copies like they used to? How are they going to get all their money back? Music, endorsements, everything. They getting a cut of all of that. Now, Drake got that money, of course, but Drake, that's why this Kendrick Lamar battle really hurt him. And in retrospect, he shouldn't have got into it. In retrospect, he shouldn't have responded. Now, I get it. I would have been the ones talking trash. He don't want it with Kendrick, man. He afraid of Kendrick. I know. I would have did that. Yes, I would have did it. I would have been guilty of that. But if I were Drake, in Drake's shoes, Drake got more money than everybody. He's worth more than everybody. Is it smart to put everything on the line to mess up your situation just because of a rap battle? Obviously, was that important to him, and he just got to deal with it. He got to deal with it. Zero, you said, would he have been able to get that cosign from Wayne, who didn't even like his music to begin with, without signing the Cash Money? Nope, probably not. Probably not. Ain't no telling. I just remember at that time, that was like 2009, when before he officially signed with Cash Money, it was the big talk of the town. What's he gonna do? But this isn't that Cash Money contract. This is years later. I think this deal was in like the last 2-3 years. And he brags about it, 350 million, but he cannot take a break from music, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot. That's the solid reason why. Now, of course, J Red could be wrong, but if somebody paid you $350 million, do you think they would want you to take a break musically? Now, he needs to, because it will make better music for us, right, as fans. But business wise, it makes sense for him to keep putting out music. But at this particular point, he has to be strategic because it's going to be compared to another artist. And Drake is not going to make a hit better than Not Like Us right now. That's not possible. It's not. Can Drake make a hit? Yeah, he can make a hit, but it's not going to be as massive as Not Like Us. Not Like Us, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think that dropped off the top 3 of the Billboard charts. It's currently sitting at number 3. This hasn't died down and has been red hot since it came out. This is going to go until the end of the year. Well, I'll say this. By December, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still in the top 50. And in this day and age, it's easy for a song to fall off after coming out being number 1. So, yeah, Drake can't take a break musically.